Hello and welcome to Drunk on Tea. Today, one of my models had a little bit of an accident and it's absolutely smashed. So I'm going to show you how to repair your models so you don't need to throw them in the bin. But before I begin, I'd like to say an extra special thank you to Jenkins, our Tea Lover channel member, for helping to keep the lights on in the studio. So as you can see here, I've got the main model to this Tyranid. The base is broken off, as well as the two arms, and the head is just missing. It's flown off into a corner, never to be seen again, so I'm going to have to repair that. So the first thing I'm going to attempt to do here is attach the arms back on. So first of all, I'm just seeing how the break is, how the parts line up. So I'm just doing a little bit of a dry fit before I attach the arms, checking both sides, making sure they still line up perfectly and I'm not missing a big chunk of plastic. So just double checking that it's a nice clean break. And then with a little bit of super glue, just applying it to the broken part, and I'm going to attach the arm back on where it came from. I'm using super glue for this, not polystyrene, cement or plastic glue, because where there's paint and stuff on the model, it's not going to bond as well. So by using super glue, it will just get a nice quick bond over that joint. I'm doing the same for the other arm as well. So I've dry fitted it, made sure I know where it fits. And now I'm reattaching the other arm to the model. So this is a really common thing for models to happen. They take a fall, they take a tumble, parts of them break off. So you'll often have to do repair jobs to models, unfortunately. Now for the base, I'm just going to glue this back on. As there isn't a huge contact point between this model and its base, I may end up having to come back and pinning it. But at this stage, the super glue should hold it well enough. So I'm just gluing the model to the base, letting it stick until I got a nice solid bond to get this Tyranid back on his base. Well, the super glue's firmed up. Those are all of the broken parts reattached, but because the head is missing, never to be found again, I'm going to have to come up with a new one for this model. So luckily, I've still got the box that this Tyranid came from, so I'm simply snipping out a new head, cleaning it up as I always would do, and gluing the two parts of the head together. But this will obviously leave one of those kits without a head in the box. But either way, I had a broken model, so I've either got one without a head and a body. Now that the head's built, I've attached it to the tail end of a paintbrush. If you're enjoying the video, please press like. If you want more videos, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. If you would like to support the channel and become a member, please press the join button down below. And I'm going to prime it with some surface primer. Normally I would spray this with Chaos Black, but as it's just one part, it seems pointless to go outside just to prime one head. So I'm just going to use a brush on primer, prime the head black, and then I can begin painting it to match the rest of the miniature. Brush on primer is absolutely great. I love this stuff. If the weather's bad or anything like that, I can still prime models. So I always recommend having some brush on primer in your collection. Now after the primer's dried, got a nice black primed Tyranid head, so now it's time to start painting it. I'm not going to go into depth about how I'm painting this. If you want to know how to paint this, this is the model from my Painting a Tyranid like a Starship Troopers Arachnid. So you can watch that video and you'll get a more in-depth painting guide. But here I am now just starting the dry brushing process that I did on that model. Copying it, trying to get this to match the rest of the body as best as I can. So I don't often do painting in sub-assemblies and things like that, but because there's a lot of dry brushing to this, it seemed pointless to attach the head first. It seemed like a much better idea to paint the head separately and attach it afterwards. It is a lot easier to get around to all the details by having your head separate on a stick. Though I prefer to have my models fully assembled where I can. It helps with highlighting and things like that. But in this case, having the head separate does make it a lot easier. So I'm just coming through, following the steps from before. Painting on all the yellows and all of the details. So I get this head as close to the colours on the body as possible. Depending on how long it's been since you painted your original model, your colours aren't going to match perfectly because different paints are going to have different colours. Some of them will have aged and things like that. They should be fairly close if you're following your original colour scheme, as the rest of your model. So I'm just applying my shades to the head. So much quicker painting a head than an entire miniature. It's taken me about 10 minutes to get to this stage. So repair work doesn't take long. Don't panic over the idea of having to paint an individual part because it's missing or broken. Honestly, repair work doesn't take as long as painting a whole new model. So I'm just applying some of those finishing touches to the head. Adding all of the different colours that I did the first time around. So if you've ever broken any models, had them go beyond repair or anything like that, please let me know in the comments down below. It's quite heartbreaking when you do break a model that you spend hours painting. It's a real joy to look at, and it unfortunately takes a tumble from the desk or whatever and smashes into 100 pieces. If this model was much more broken than this, I probably wouldn't have even bothered trying to repair it. But as this happened, I thought it was a good reason to show everyone that it's not always the end of the world if a model does get broken. You can repair some. Just takes a little bit of effort, especially with missing parts. But we've all had parts go missing to a model. How many times have you snipped something off of a sprue and it's gone flying into a corner or into the carpet, never to be seen again? Unfortunately, when a model drops, sometimes it will do the exact same thing and a part will just disappear and you'll never find it for love nor money. That's what happened with the head here. I really wish I knew where it had gone. But even after several hours of searching, I've not found the head that came off of this Tyranid, so I had no choice but to paint one up. But now I'm just doing the final touches to the head. This whole process took me maybe 15-20 minutes just to paint a new head for the model, so it really isn't that long to save what was a one-of-a-kind miniature. I've never painted another one in this style, even though I do like it. Probably should do some more Arachnid Tyranids at some point. And with that paint job done, you can see I've got the head now looking like it matches the rest of the body. So that's going to be time to attach it to the Tyranid. For this, as there is some bare plastic inside the hole and on the top of the neck, I'm going to use the plastic glue. So it should give it a nice strong bond. Hopefully if it does take another tumble, the head won't disappear again. I'll just make sure I get this into the position that I want, holding it in place until the glue starts to bond. Now that the head is attached, there's one final thing left to do to this Tyranid, just to fully tidy it up after its break. That's going to be to cover in any bare plastic that's left. So for this I'll be using Abaddon Black. Obviously use a colour that matches the body to the model. And wherever you can see a little bit of bare plastic poking through, just going to paint this with a couple of layers of Abaddon Black. Being really careful not to get this over the rest of the paint job. But by putting it over the areas of bare plastic, it gives the impression of shadow in those areas. With that black paint applied, that is my Arachnid Tyranid back, looking like he's as good as new, and ready to go onto the tabletop with the rest of his brothers in games of Warhammer 40,000. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it gives you some hints and tips for if ever you need to repair any of your models. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy painting!